Hi there guys, Ollie here from OWH Custom Sabers, and I am back with a new video today, and I'm very proud to be able to make this video as this is the completion video of my first Nano Biscotti V4 install on the KR Sabers hilt, the KRS flagship. I've had this hilt, Christ, 5 months now, just sat in the box on near my desk waiting to be installed. I finally got around to doing it in the end because I just didn't want to rush it, so I sort of took my time, planned it out, watched some videos, asked some questions, did some research, read the manual, and eventually managed to pick up a Nano because they were out of stock everywhere for ages. I only really got mine, I think it was 3 weeks ago now. So yeah, prior to the install I did a little bit of exterior customization. I added some black powder coating, so the grip section here is black powder coated, as is the neck section, and just in here in the emitter and like in that section of the fin neck. I also painted the little button head cap thing, or button head cap screw things that hold on the side shrouds, so I did them black as well, although the paint has worn off a little bit on them, but nevertheless they are still black. Anyway, so I was going for a sort of prequel feel for this lightsaber. I don't really know why, I just wanted to make it very clean, very shiny, because I don't know, clean and shiny is good. I swapped out the blade retention screw on the back here for a nailed brass thumb screw, couldn't think of the word. I also made my own blade plug out of some found parts, a bit of blade stock. So internally it's obviously running a Nano Biscotti V4 soundboard. We've got a Cree green white LED up here, obviously 12mm switch. We've got 24mm bass speaker. We've got just a normal standard 18650 Li-on battery. There's a recharge port on the inside of the hilt. I'm using part of the Goth chassis that he made, the crystal chamber one. I do have the crystal chamber for it, but at the beginning of the install I started doing it and I thought, ooh, this is a bit out of my depth, so I've kept the crystal chamber, which I'll either use for a different build, because I'm going to do another one or two of these, or I may in time add it to this one, who knows. But anyway, the actual chassis is in there, so that's obviously what's holding all the electronics. Yeah, so as you can probably see down here, sorry I sort of half took my glove off so I can use the phone. As you can sort of see down here at the bottom section at the pommel, there's some thread showing. Now I don't know what I've done, and I don't know if any of you guys who watch this video know how to sort this out. Please tell me. I've managed to, it's almost like I've threaded it. So I took it off to, I think I was drilling a hole for a recharge port on the bottom, which is where it was going to go, but due to some unforeseen circumstances that didn't work out to be the case. Anyway, I put the pommel back on, and I thought I put it in straight and lined the threads up correctly, twisted it, and it went stiff. So I sort of tried to do it just a tad bit more, realised it wasn't going any further, tried unscrewing it. Needless to say, couldn't do it. So now the pommel was permanently fixed, and annoyingly there is some small amount of thread showing at the bottom. Now to access the interior I've got to unscrew it from the main body section underneath the switch section, but I can deal with that. So yeah, there is no flash on clash on this because, as I say, this is my first Nano install. I don't have a power extender to hand, or more, well, I've ordered one but it didn't show up and I was getting a bit impatient, so I thought, you know what, I'll just do a standard install on this. We're running free sound fonts obviously because the Nano holds free sound fonts. We've got Desert Slayer by John Swift, I can't pronounce it, but J-Sif on Saber font, sorry, which is the Anakin Episode 2 rip. That's got, I think it's 8 swings, 8 clashes, and various other things like that. Obviously with it being a Nano there is no aux features, so there is no blaster deflection or, you know, the lockup. Next font is the standard Plector Labs grey meat, I want to say. I think it's grey meat. For some reason that sort of appealed to me, so I kept it on the hilt. And I've also got the Old Master by, oh Christ, I can't remember. I want to say Mad Cow, but I'm not convinced. Anyway, it's that font, which is basically a Yoda font. So let's go ahead and boot it up.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
So as I say, this is Desert Slayer. It's not stupid loud, but it's loud enough. I went for green white on the assumption I was going to put Flash on Clash in this, so that was going to be wired up for Flash on Clash, or the white was going to be the Flash on Clash. But in the end I just straight up wired them all to the board, and now I've got a sort of nice mint green kind of blade, which I'm happy with. The sound quality is fairly decent, and also that small hole, or rather large hole I drilled in the base of the pommel is now acting very nicely for the sound venting. Press and hold the button down, one beep, let go, you've got mute mode, so obviously all the good stuff without the sound. Next font should be grey meat. Wait for the second beep, obviously. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is grey meat. And my favourite font at the moment, and also my favourite font that I've put on this lightsaber, is the Old Master.
Much dreamer you still have.
Nice Yoda Bont? What am I on about? Boot sound for the font. I just love the quick sort of snap hit ignition, and I like the higher pitch hum and the really quick swings. So yeah, that's the sound fonts. I'll quickly show you guys this blade plug I made. It was really quickly cobbled. I can't get it out. Really quickly cobbled together. There we go. Literally just utilising a small, tiny amount of blade stock I had left from, I think it was my Redeemer, all those years ago. Hot glued it so it was sort of semi-translucent, so the light would still shine through. Hot glued this into it, which is actually, hang on a sec, let me just focus the camera because it's not doing a very good job of doing it on its own. That is actually part of a hose or a tap, an outdoor tap. You connect the hose pipe to it, well, you can. So I cleaned it up with a bit of wire wool and some brasso, hot glued it into the blade stock I had left over. Yes, it's not a professionally made blade plug, but it does do the whole blade plugging thing, and it's better than an empty barrel if you ask me. And I don't think it looks too bad. So yeah, I'm now going to go and pause it here, move over to the other section of my bedroom where I can put a blade in and do a blade demonstration for you. So bear with me, I shall be right back. Okay, cool, so here we are with the blade demonstration on the KRS hilt with the NBV4 install. So I think this is the Yoda sound font first. Yeah. As I say, there's no Flash on Clash wired up, it's just set for the flickering. You can probably just about make out on my glove, or even on the section of wall behind to that side, whatever side that is on the screen. That's the sort of colour that this blade really is. It looks a bit white on the screen, but this blade isn't anything too spectacular. This was just something I had left over from my Kylo Ren Black Series conversion. Yeah, it's the only 1-inch blade I own. Desert Slayer.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
Got mute mode. And then the next font, sorry. Grey meat. Just a standard Plector sound font that you get on anything. I think it's the Nanos, Prisms, I think Crystal Focus. I don't know, but still. Pretty generic sound font. I like the deactivation on that font, sort of dragging away. I don't really know how to explain it. It's cool. And back to the old master.
You still have.
I'm sorry. One more time on that ignition. That is so cool. So yeah, that's been my unveiling video of the Sabers KRS hilt with a nano biscotti install. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. As I say, it's my first nano install, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. And also, I've been wanting to get this hilt installed for God knows how long. It's been sat empty in my collection for, well, not this particular hilt, but I've had a KRS in my collection that's sat empty for God knows how long. So it's now really nice and refreshing to have one that's actually installed and does something other than just sit there and look pretty, I guess. Yeah, hopefully after this video, not today, but in the coming weeks or in the next month or more, or before Christmas, I'll have a few more regular videos, I'm hoping. I've got a few nano biscottis soundboards come in now, so I can actually get on and do some of the installs on my own personal hilts, like my Sid 2.0 and maybe a Graflex or something. I have got a very special saber on order as well, but I'm not going to say too much about that in this video. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I say, hopefully as of now we should be doing more regular videos, and in the not too distant future I'm maybe looking at next spring, hopefully by next spring, I'm looking at maybe taking commissions on now. Well, as of then, I'm starting to get the hang of simple installs like this, like just, you know, an LED, soundboard, speaker, battery. Obviously the more I do, the better I'll get at it, but yeah. So if you're interested, shoot me a message on Facebook, OWH Custom Sabers. I'll link my profile in the description of this video and we can talk about it. But yeah, I love it. I'm such a kid. Anyway guys, let me just take my glove off, otherwise this isn't going to work. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you guys in the next video.